Hi, friends. Welcome to our first assembly of the school year. Fourth grade's just getting their seats. So if you're already in your seat, go ahead and check your voice. Make sure it's at a 0. Thanks for joining us today to kick off our first assembly of the school year. We have the lovely, oh wait, we have to remember why we're here. The Merc Zone, right? You know what the Merc Zone is, so you better say it with me. B. Now, just like our good old-fashioned assemblies, we have the lovely Miss J that's going to join us for a song. So go ahead and sit up straight. Make sure your feet are on the floor in front of you, and you're using good posture and your very best singing voice.
Hey, everybody. Well, I know you guys know that I haven't really had a singing voice the last couple of weeks, and so I'm definitely going to need your help to sing this one. And what's important to me is that you use your singing voice and not your shouting voice. And I'm pretty excited about this song because guess who picked it? Not me. The 6th graders did. Yep. So the 6th graders are really going to use their best singing voices because this was their choice. And we're ready when you are, Mr. Simonstead. We can't hear that at all. Would you mind starting it again? Can you start it from the beginning, please? Turn it up a little bit. Oh, thank you. What would we do without Mr. Simon's dad back there? Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the light surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside and you got nothing to hide. To reach the top you gotta keep on moving. Let it stop, you gotta keep on grooving. I know you're doing your best, you're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test. Then you gotta climb higher, climb higher. Let the fire burn. Be strong. Feeling strong, you'll be the last one standing. The fight is on and you're the one commanding. The clock is ticking and there's no one inside. The lights are shining so bright, you need to do what is right. Just flip the lever, start a chain reaction. Make it better, feel the satisfaction. And at the end of the day, no one can stand in your way. Just listen, hear what I say. Then you gotta climb higher. Climb higher, let the burn brighter, be stronger, go longer, climb higher, climb higher. Ooh, ooh. Back to the top. Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the light surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside and you got nothing to hide. To reach the top you gotta keep on moving. Don't let it stop, you gotta keep on grooving. I know you're doing your You're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test. Then you gotta climb. Climb higher. Let the fire burn brighter. Be stronger. Go longer. Climb higher. Climb higher. Whoa, that was exciting. Nice job, everybody.
Nice job, you guys. I'd never heard that song before, but it's catchy. I like it. Up next, we get to recognize some of our friends who have really started the school year strong, remembering the Merck Zone right from the get-go. Up next, we're going to honor our Students of the Month. And this month, our grown-ups at school were really looking for kids who remembered the Merck Zone. They came back to school, or they started school in September by showing what it is to be respectful and responsible and safe throughout that first month of September. So I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Pilvinen and Mr. Klein, and with some help from Kevin.
Hi, everybody. Wow, it has been a month of school already. Where did the time go? I have been so proud of the students who have been in the Merck Zone. There's been so many of you. And I've seen that you're helping each other. When you see a friend who's struggling to remember the Merck Zone, I have noticed friends reminding them, doing things like that, or reminding them with the 0, or helping them share, helping them take turns. Sometimes our older friends have been remembering and reminding each other to walk and to not be jumping all over the hallway. You guys have been doing a great job. I'm super proud of you. So we get to do our Students of the Month. I'm super excited. And do you guys remember Mr. Kevin came once last year? He came last year and helped do our awards. And he's with Pine Insurance, and that's who donates our shirts. So we're really grateful to have him here with us. And this is Mr. Klein's first assembly. I am so excited to have him up here with me. He's been a great addition to our team. And him and we're going to take turns handing shirts out and reading the wonderful things about our kids. So that way he gets to know what we do at assemblies too. And you guys get to help remind him. Do you remember we start with what grade? 6th grade, you're right. So they were. So then, Kevin, if you want to hand the shirt out, and then I'll read the first one. Do you want to rotate back and forth? Okay, so I'm going to stand up here. Our 6th grade Student of the Month, Archer Simmons. I am going to read some wonderful things that the teacher said about Archer. Archer is a new student who's been in the Merck Zone since day 1. He shows his respect to both staff and his fellow classmates by taking turns talking, sharing his ideas, and listening to others, as well as being kind and friendly to all. Archer also does a great job with classroom discussions and making sure to complete his work on time and puts in a thorough effort. Great job, Archer. We are glad to have you in our 6th grade class here in McGregor. So this time our pictures, we're going to do a quick picture right here at the front. Miss P, do you want them to just go back to their seats then, or wait over there? And then you can go back to your seat.
All right, bringing in 5th grade, representing the whole class. Any guesses? No. Grayson Napoli. Did I say that right? Did I say it right? All right. Let's see what they had to write about you. Grayson is starting his 5th grade year strong. He is polite, hardworking, and always demonstrating what the Merc Zone looks like. You can always count on him to be calm, cool, and collected, working when he needs to, and knowing the right time to have fun. Grayson is respectful to all, takes responsibility for his work, and demonstrates safety at all times. While his jersey collection is quite impressive, his 5th grade skills are even better. Way to go, Grayson. Nice job, buddy. There you go.
I know this is super exciting. This is our first assembly of the month, and everyone's pretty excited to recognize our great friends. I get to do the 4th grade. So 4th grade, I have Myron Tabaka. All right, Myron. So I get to read some great things about Myron. Myron's a wonderful 4th grade student who always shows that he is responsible, respectful, and safe at school. He completes his work on time and takes care of his supplies so they're ready to use each day. Myron is respectful to his teachers and classmates by listening carefully, using kind words, and raising his hand to share ideas. He also makes sure to play fairly and follow the rules at recess, which helps everyone feel safe and included. Myron sets a great example for others and makes the classroom a better place to learn. Great job, Myron. So I have some great things here written about Lydia. Lydia is a wonderful role model whom her peers can always look up to. She shows responsibility by working hard every day and consistently giving her best effort. She always shows respect to her teachers and classmates, which helps to create a positive classroom environment. Lydia's positive attitude, patience, and caring heart truly make her shine. We are so proud to celebrate her. Keep up the great work, Lydia.
First grade. This thing on? There we go. First grade coming at you. Maya Swedberg. Come on down. Nice job. All right, let's see what they have to say. Maya is a wonderful example of a respectful student. She consistently uses kind words, waits patiently for her turn both in line and to speak, and uses a quiet voice in the classroom and hallways. Maya always knows responsibility by completing her morning routines before breakfast, being prepared for each lesson, keeping her desk neat and organized, and always completing her work to the best of her ability. In addition, Maya is safe by keeping her hands to herself and using walking feet in both the classroom and hallways. Maya is truly a role model for what it looks and sounds like to be in the Merc Zone every day.
I have a kindergarten student now. I need Emily Bells. Emily has truly come out of her shell since the first day of school. She arrives each day with a positive attitude and is always ready to learn. Emily gets right to work and stays focused throughout the day. She eagerly participates in all our group discussions and confidently shares her thoughts with the class. She understands what it means to be in the Merc zone and consistently sets a great example for her peers. Keep up the amazing work, Emily. We're so proud to have you in kindergarten. I need everyone to give a giant round of applause for all of our Merc Zone monthly winners. And let's remember to say thank you to Mr. Kevin and Pine Insurance for the great shirts. And do we think Mr. Klein did a good job this time? Yeah, nice job. And now we need our student reps to come up. I'm going to pass it. Oh, no, never mind. Wait, I'm jumping ahead. I'm going to pass it to Miss P because she knows what's going on.
She's just so excited. Hey, student reps, you can park it for a minute. We're going to keep it a secret for another 2 minutes, maybe. Hey, team, welcome back. We are going to get to the student reps, but first, we got to quick remember, what is the Merc Zone, right? You guys nailed it. Respectful, responsible, and safe. But sometimes we have to remember, now that we're back in the building, what does that look like here at school? What are we looking for? Okay? Do you ever have to do an important job and you want to make sure that you do a good, important job? I put some notes down because I want to make sure that when we leave here, we're all rocking this thing. You have another chance ahead of you. This month, coming up in October, the grown-ups in the school are looking again for the Merc Zone, right? Who really knows what it looks like to be respectful and responsible and safe, and who can do it without reminders? Who just knows? Who can do it when the grown-ups aren't looking, right? That's kind of integrity, how you act when nobody else is looking. So really quick, let's remember, did you know that there are two parts to being respectful? Sometimes you can have respect, and you can also show respect. Okay, here at school, we're looking for both of them, right? When you have respect, you might have like positive feelings towards somebody and what they have done or what they have accomplished. Here's some examples. Maybe you have respect for a person that treats other people kindly. What a cool opportunity you have every day at school to be kind and respect people who show kindness, right? Maybe you have respect for someone who worked hard to achieve something. We're about to meet the student reps for this year. They had to work hard to achieve that. Okay, maybe you have respect for them and their achievements. Maybe you have respect for someone who overcame a challenge, right? And it was hard for them and they worked through it, and you can go, wow, that's pretty awesome. Okay, sometimes at school though too, we have to show respect. Okay, we can show respect by acting in a way that shows you care how your actions and your words affect the people around you. Okay, a few examples. You can use kind or polite words even when you're upset, even when you're doing something that's hard, or when you're doing something that maybe isn't your favorite. You can still use kind words and actions. Okay, you can use manners. Okay, sharing, waiting your turn, saying please and thank you. I've been hearing more and more pleases and thank yous like in the cafeteria, when we're waiting in line, we're holding doors. Those are the little things that make a really big difference when you're showing respect. Sometimes we have to accept differences. Okay, you might hear people say, well, we'll have to agree to disagree, right? That's okay. You can like different things, you can have different opinions, and you can be respectful while you're doing that. You are showing respect when you're careful not to damage places or things, when you're using a quiet voice or calm behavior, whether you're in the classroom, in the hallway, in the auditorium. That's how you show respect for the people around you. Okay? And then sharing your resources, only taking what you really need and knowing other people might need it too. Those are just some of the ways that we might show respect right here at school to our classmates, to our friends, to our grown-ups. Okay? What about responsibility, right? A responsibility is something that you're kind of expected to do. Okay? So in school, that might be doing your work, right? Following directions right away, listening to your teacher. Sometimes they're small responsibilities, like remembering to hang up your backpack or your coat. And sometimes they're really big responsibilities, like doing your best on a test or a job that your teacher needs to do. Sometimes responsibility is about acting in a certain way. You have a responsibility for your behavior too, right? So making sure that you are taking responsibility for your words and your actions and what those are showing to the people around you. Kind of goes hand in hand with respect, doesn't it? And then the last one, of course, is safety, okay? Safety is when you're making sure that you're protecting something from harm or loss or damage. So safety could be like, I'm going to put my homework in a safe spot because you're protecting it from harm or getting lost. Okay, but safety is also free from the risk of harm. So you might have to take care and show safety in the hallways by walking, not jumping at the doorways. You have to be safe on the playground, using the equipment the way it's intended so we don't have any harm or injuries, right? It means that you are careful and you are cautious. Those are just some of the things that the grown-ups here at school are looking for every single time we mention the Merck zone, right? Are you being respectful? Are you being responsible? And are you being safe? Okay, we have another month ahead of us. We have October, where the grown-ups are on the lookout, okay? On the lookout for kids who are really working hard at being in the Merck zone, okay? Speaking of the Merck zone, I think it's time we meet those reps, right? Oh, one more thing from Mrs. Pilvinen.
I actually want to do a challenge for all of you and see if you can remember one important thing that's kind of new this year. So the kitchen has asked if we could have students be extra quiet and be responsible and respectful and safe when you're in line to get your meals and your food and you're going through the line. So they've been having a really hard time hearing what people are saying, and they need to be safe and make sure that they don't give someone a food that they might be allergic to, or even sometimes somebody might really hate something and not want that on their plate. So they're trying to listen and be respectful also to you so that they can give you the things that you want. But that means that they're going to have to work hard to work with you. So when you guys are going through the line, if it's getting really loud, they're going to wait. They're going to take a pause, and they're not going to serve any food, and they're going to have you just remember they might do this or even this to help you remember that you have to be really quiet so that way they can hear. And they'll just have the line pause, like wait until it's quiet again, and then the line can keep moving. So the adults are going to help you guys remember that. They might give you the signal, oh, we're going to wait. Can everybody do this? This means wait. So they might have you wait until the line is quiet before you can move through the line again, okay? And I know that that's something you can all do. Like if we were going to McDonald's and ordering through the drive-thru and everyone was going blah, 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 blah in the car, do you think they could hear what you were ordering? No. It's just like that at school when you're in the line to order. They need to hear. What if you're at a restaurant and you're all talking and laughing and the waitress comes or waiter and they're trying to take your order? Will they be able to hear what you're saying? No. So I want to challenge you guys to help the kitchen have an easier time providing you guys food, okay? So that means you have to listen and be quiet. And then when you're with your friends at your table, that's when you can talk. Do we talk in a number 5 voice? A number 4? A number 3? Number 2? We can do some number 2 and some ones, yep. So that way, because there's so many of us in the lunchroom, if we were all talking at the same time, it would be really loud. So we want to keep it quiet, okay? Thank you for letting me chat an extra thing.
Merck zone in the cafeteria coming right up. Okay, how about those student reps anyways? In 4th grade, go ahead, Mrs. Moser. 4th graders have selected Avery Miller, Myron Tabeka, Lorelei Clayton, and Jensen Moser. Come on down. And in 5th grade, they have selected Grayson Napoli, Griffin Pilvinen, and Addie Clayton. Congratulations. And our 6th grade most mature, oldest, responsible, just all around bestest. We have Ella Muirhead, Keely Pierce, Parker Clockey, and Valerie Wilkie joining us. So, you know the drill. From here on out, these lovely faces are going to be the ones hosting our assemblies each and every month. But we thought, oh boy, if this is the crew running the show, we better make sure they know how to run the show, right? I mean, they were selected for Merc Zone behavior, right? Their classmates voted on them and their ability to represent. So I figured it's their first day on the job. We better give them a test, don't you think? Look, they brought their iPads. They knew. They're a little bit sweaty because they're a little bit nervous, but I think they'll be okay. Are you ready for the test? Do you think they're going to pass? Yeah, they're going to be great. The test that we have for them today is in the form of a Kahoot. If you're not familiar, we'll check it out in just a second. Hey, team, go ahead, fire it up. You will know which is which because on the screen, they're going to type in their name and their class code. So, for example, Miss Addie Clayton's going to type in Addie, and then she's going to type in 5P. So you'll know she's a 5th grader in Mrs. Pierce's class. Okay? So while they're getting set up, you'll see their names slowly pop up. We're going to challenge them to some Merc Zone questions. As student reps, they're the role models, right? They're the ones that we're looking to show us what that Merc Zone looks like in all areas of the school. We're getting in there. Do you want to sit on the floor in front of kindergarten here so you can see the questions? Okay, once your name is in there, come on down and have a seat on the floor. I think we should have 11 participants when we're all ready to go. You guys are waiting so nicely. Thank you. Sometimes waiting is hard, and you're doing great. Is everybody in there? We're close. We're at 9 contestants. Oh, I think we're at 11. All right, student reps, prepare to be tested. The Merc Zone, here's our September challenge. Question number 1. Let's start with an easy one. What are the 3 Merc Zone goals? Be respectful, be responsible, be safe. Wait, there are Merc Zone goals? Ooh, they are fast. How'd they do? Well done, team. All right, let's see who's in the lead. Ooh, Griffin, 5P. Well done, sir. All right, next question. Take a look at the voice volume poster. What does voice volume 0 mean? Feel free to talk as loud as you want. Your voice is off. You can talk when your teacher's done talking. Great question, Mrs. P. Well done, team. Oh, Grayson stole the lead. All right, next question. Why do we have the Merc Zone? I have no idea. The Merc Zone helps us all work toward the same goal. It is a secret plan devised by teachers to get us all to like it here. Great question, Mrs. P. I don't know who picked yellow there, but you're on to us. You're on to us. Oh, Grayson's holding on to the lead. Will he keep it? And now, to put your Merc Zone knowledge to the test, can you tell which Merc Zone expectation was broken? Susie was on her way to school one day. She was so excited to get to Miss Kennedy's class that she came hurrying in and ran all the way down the hall. Which one did she break? Which Merc Zone rule was broken by running all the way down the hall? That's a safety concern. We use walking feet wherever we go, even when we're excited. Oh, Valerie's coming for you, Grayson. She's on a mission. Which Merc Zone expectation was broken? Jimmy finished reading his library book and loved it. He loved it so much he didn't want to return it. He kept it for an extra 3 weeks before returning it to Miss Chris. Which Merc Zone rule was broken? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jimmy. 3 weeks is too long. You take responsibility for your books by returning them on time. Oh, boy. Grayson's holding on tight. Which Merc Zone expectation was broken? Harry and Hermione were having so much fun on the playground shouting magic spells at each other. They weren't quite ready for recess to be over, so they kept yelling spells back and forth when they were in the building. Which rule was broken? Yeah, we have to be respectful, right? When we're coming back in the building after recess. Psst, 5th grade, I'm talking to you. When we're coming back in the building after recess, oh, Grayson was overthrown. What happened? Hey, next question. Great. Many of you know how to identify a broken Merc Zone expectation. Which one is the most important, do you think? Respectful, responsible, safe? Is this a trick question? They're all important. Ooh, trick question. They're all important, of course. Oh. Final question, team. Will you work hard to stay in the Merc Zone? Yes. Yes, but in all caps. Yes, with extra enthusiasm. Great question, Mrs. P. And still a yes. Oh, the final standings. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Valerie! In second place, Ella. And in first, Keely! Man, those 6th graders know what's up. They just stole the podium. All right, well done, team. You know how it goes. Stand up. Here we go. You've been in my room before. Myron hasn't. Somebody show him what to do. Good game. Nice job. Good game. 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 Nice job, team. All right, crew. Sixth grade's proud of their teammates. They were just congratulating them back there. Oh, I'll allow it. That's good. All right, final thing before we take off for the end of the day. Now that we're back in the groove, right? We've been talking about the Merc Zone. We've been practicing the Merc Zone. We got a full month under our belts. We're going to make an effort to really take care of business in the month of October. We're going to rock this Merc Zone thing. But in order to do so, we got to get in the right headspace, okay? So we have a little pledge. I know that some of my friends in the room are great readers, and you can probably read it yourself, and I love that. But I want to make sure that we all hear the same message loud and clear. So in your most respectful tone, you're going to repeat after me. Even if you can read it with me, you're not going to. You're going to repeat it with sincerity and effort and just the right volume. Don't yell it at me. Say it like you mean it. Here we go. The Merc Zone pledge. I show respect with my words and actions. Sincerity, respectful, in just the right tone. That was pretty good. I bet you could do better. I am responsible and dependable. Can you do better yet? I always give my best. I keep myself and others safe by thinking before I act. Hey, 6th grade at the back. Leading the way, right? In behavior and effort. Thank you. Last one. I am proud of myself and the work I do. The more you say it, the more you convince your mind and your body that it's true. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for your efforts. I'm actually going to start at the front. 6th grade, hang tight. 5th grade, hang tight. 4th grade, hang tight. Kindergarten, great job today. Thank you for coming. You can find your teachers and follow them out. We're going to let our kindergarten friends go first. First graders know that they're going next, so they've already started to look for their teachers, and I think that's great. First graders, you're looking to your teacher to give directions about when to go. Say, Mrs. Simonstead, if you wanted, I bet the 3rd grade could go out the back while the kindergarten and 1st grade goes out the front.